Hello, Mr. Holt's class. Today we're going to learn to find the end time. How can I find the end time? Let's start off with some vocabulary. Elapsed time. Elapsed time is the amount of time that passes from the beginning of an event to its end. Our start time is what time something started. Our end time is what time something ended. And we are going to find this by using an open number line. An open number line has no numbers or markers and visually aids us in the addition or subtraction methods. Let's go ahead and get started with a sample problem. John spent 37 minutes scaring birds. He started at 3:14. What time did he finish scaring birds? Now, with all word problems, we're going to picture the story in our head. It helps us understand what we are doing and how we can solve the problem. So picture John spending 37 minutes scaring birds. Is that what you pictured? All right, next. What times do we know? Do we know the start time? Well, it says he spent 37 minutes scaring birds. That's not the start time. He started at 3:14. So our start time should be 3:14. Our elapsed time, what time it took from beginning to end. Well, it says John spent 37 minutes scaring birds. So from beginning to end, he spent 37 minutes scaring the birds. So our elapsed time would be 37 minutes. And our end time, what time did he finish or end scaring birds? That's our question. We don't know. So our end time is what we're trying to find. Okay, so our question that we're supposed to answer is, what time did he finish scaring birds? So our answer should be in the form of a time. And that time is going to be, since it's our end time, later than our start time. So it's going to be a time that is later than 3:14. Because we start at 3:14, we have to end later. All right, so let's go ahead and work on this problem. We have all of our information that we just figured out right here. We're going to use an open number line to solve, so I draw my open number line, and then we're going to go step by step. Step 1 is to always label the line. When using an open number line to solve for time, the start time is always on the left. The end time is always on the right. Doesn't matter what you're trying to find, start time is always on the left, end time is always on the right. We're going to label any start or end times that we know, and elapsed time is always in the middle. So our start time, we know from right here, is 3:14. So we're going to mark on our left 3:14. Okay? Our elapsed time is always in the middle. We know our elapsed time, and that is 37 minutes. But what we don't know is our end time. And since our end time is always on the right, we're going to put at the end of our open number line with some question marks. So now that we've set up our open number line, we have a start time of 3:14. We don't know our end time. We have to figure out 37 minutes in here to find our end time. So let's go ahead and try to solve this together. Step 2 is we're going to solve for the missing piece, which is our end time. Since we know the start time, we begin there and work our way forward or to the right, adding time. We do not know the end time, but we do know the elapsed time. We use jumps to add our elapsed time from our start time. And remember, use friendly numbers. It makes things a lot easier. So we start here with our start time of 3:14. Okay, we're going to make our first jump. Remember, the jumps can be different from what I have. You don't have to do the same jumps, but I do recommend making smaller jumps. Okay, so our first jump is of 10 minutes. 10 minutes from 3:14 gives us 3:24. That would be our new time. But is 10 minutes what we're looking for? No, we're looking for 37 minutes. So I'm going to make another jump of 10 minutes. That's going to get me to 3:34. So now I have 10 plus 10 is 20. That's not 37 yet. So I'm going to make another jump of 10 minutes, and that's going to bring me to 3:44. So now I have 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 30. I know that I need 7 more minutes. So I'm going to make a jump of 5. So I'm going to add 5 minutes to 3:44, and that's going to get me 3:49. Okay, so now my elapsed time is 10 plus 10 plus 10, which is 30, plus 5 is 35. Now I just need 2 more minutes. So I'm going to make 2 small jumps of a minute, be 3:50, and another jump of a minute to get me 3:51. So my end time would be 3:51. All right, now let's try this on your own. Sydney started her application for NASA at 6:19 p.m. She spent 24 minutes working on it. What time did she finish working on her application? Picture this story in your head. What times do we know? Are they the start time, elapsed time, or end time? What question are we supposed to answer? Okay, remember our 2 steps, labeling the line, making sure that our start time is on the left, our end time is on the right. And then we're going to solve for our missing piece. And since our question is what time did she finish or end, okay, our missing piece is going to be our end time. So we're going to use jumps to solve. Go ahead, pause the video, solve this problem on your own, and then push play to check your answer on the next slide. Go ahead and pause your video now. Here's the answer to the problem. What time did she finish working on her application? The answer would be 6:43. Here's a sample of the way that you can solve it by making 2 10-minute jumps and then 4 1-minute jumps. That gets you 24 minutes. Okay? Remember, the jumps can be different times than what I have, but in the end, it should get you to 6:43. So I hope this was easy and you're ready to blast off. Good luck on your worksheet. See you again soon.